Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're listening to this, and welcome to the Weebly Comic Podcast, a podcast where every week we talk about anime, manga, comic book movies, and the latest entertainment news. I'm Diego, also known as Wrath, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Adrian, aka Star Psycho,
Yo.
and Jay, aka Jay Avocado, the god of anime. I feel so bad recycling this, but yeah.
I will be the god of anime.
Okay. And unfortunately this week we're missing Brennan again, but you know, he's got adulting to do, so can't blame him too much. But this week we got very few subjects. We're gonna improvise as much as possible because this week is gonna be quick as hell if things go the way that I imagine they're going to go. And speaking of quick, I'm gonna do a quick little PSA. So this week, obviously, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness releases. And since we record on Wednesdays, that means that on this podcast, when it comes out, obviously there's not going to be a Doctor Strange review, otherwise it would be in the title. But just like with Jujutsu Kaisen Movie 0, we're going to be doing the Doctor Strange review separately. The review is going to be dropping on Sunday the 8th, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. If you want to see our thoughts, there's going to be a spoiler-free review and obviously a full spoiler review afterwards. So, if you're looking forward to Doctor Strange and you're maybe not 100% sure if you should spend the money or not, or maybe just wait until it comes out on Disney Plus, we got you. But that don't mean that we don't got interesting topics. We got some Vinland Saga stuff to talk about. We got some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff to talk about. We got that Bubble review, the anime movie that dropped on Netflix this past week. And of course, Moon Knight. And if you want to skip around, there's time codes in the description as always, as well as links to all our socials and all our YouTube stuffs, like my YouTube channel, Jay's YouTube channel, Adrian's Twitch that he never streams on, all of that stuff.
You damn right.
And without further ado, let's talk about this Vinland Saga thing, because I'm kind of more excited for this than anything else that we're going to talk about today.
Me too. Not because I'm biased or anything and Thorfinn's the most voted character of all time or anything like that. But yeah, let's get into this Vinland Saga shit.
So it's not confirmed apparently, but there's like major rumors from a close source to the thing or whatever people say it is, that there's going to be a third season for Vinland Saga and even possibly a fourth before the second season has even come out. Which, like,
if
it happens, I'm not gonna be surprised. You know what I mean? But like,
listen,
still,
if it's a weekly for a whole 2 years, I am just gonna be happy. I'm gonna be sitting there screaming and creaming for Thorfinn, my guy. Like, you hear me? I can't. Just go on. I need to stop myself.
What's gone? Your self-control?
I can't control myself. Thorfinn's he's just that guy. He is.
You telling me he's better than Guts?
There's contention.
You telling me he's better than Luffy?
Yes.
That's crazy. Oh, since I mentioned Luffy, oh, never mind. Tomorrow's Thursday. Just ignore me. I was gonna say, since tomorrow the podcast is dropping and tomorrow is also Luffy's birthday, but it doesn't drop tomorrow. It drops 2 days from now on Friday. So ignore my ass.
Oh, we should still celebrate Luffy's birthday sometime in the video, because when the video comes out, it'll be his birthday. Or, I mean, it'll have passed his birthday.
Yeah, you're right. Well, happy late birthday to Luffy. Also, happy late birthday to Killua, because Killua's birthday is also on May 5th, apparently. But back to what we were talking about. I'm kind of surprised. Is there enough content in Vinland Saga to have a third and fourth season?
Yes.
I have a question, Adrian.
I got an answer.
Is Vinland Saga done?
No, it's still ongoing.
That's why when you asked that, Diego, I was like, I think we'll be good.
No, it's not only that. This second season is probably going to be longer than the first season.
Dang.
I can see that. It will be like a slower pace, but I can very much see that. Third season, I feel like I'm missing a season, but I shouldn't be. Third season might be a little short. Other than that, fourth season is going to be a lot of people's favorite. And then I don't know if they're going to continue having that same arc in this 4th season, but I'm gonna just disregard that. All I know is there's enough to have 4 seasons for Vinland Saga, unless they just have season 3 as mixed in with season 4, and so it'll just like be a longer season or 3rd season. So yeah.
I
Interesting.
mean, how many seasons do you think it would take to catch up to where the manga is?
Let's see. Since if they're doing by 50, because they did like 54 chapters, they caught up. They adapted 54 chapters. I think I could be wrong. 54 or 56. If they keep going at that rate, I don't know when the second arc concludes, but that might be it might be a little bit more than 50 chapters or 55 chapters. And then where we are right now in the manga is like 168. So to be honest, if they did it at the rate as the first season, they can do it in 3 seasons. But I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know if they're gonna want to crunch it because they might need to emphasize on other things in the manga.
Gotcha. Now, like, do you
Oh,
think the manga is close to ending or not at all?
it seems like this might be a final arc because how do I explain this without spoiling?
No, it's okay. I mean,
no,
that makes sense because I feel like a lot of anime, and I think it's smart to do this because we saw what happened with Attack on Titan and how people had to wait 10 years for this thing, right? So I've
yeah,
noticed with a lot of newer anime, like Demon Slayer, for example, the anime starts and then very shortly after, within like the next 2, 3, 4 years, the manga ends.
yeah,
I think that's a better approach because it gives it gives the manga it gives the animation studio like basically reasonable amounts of time to, or when I say reasonable amounts, I mean like a reasonable time frame to release the seasons instead of us waiting like 4, 5, 6, 7 years in between seasons. It's just like 1 or 2, so it's not like terrible wait for the fans. And
yeah.
then
It'd be better for
the
that.
manga had the and then the anime, if it goes on like much longer than after the manga ends, it's just going to keep the sales going even after the manga ends. So I think it's like the best strategy, to be honest. So it
Yeah.
would make sense if they knew that Vinland Saga was like, if the author is like, hey, it's going to end, around this time, so that's why they started it. I mean, that's just that's just predicting. I could be dead wrong, but I think it would make sense if Vinland Saga is ending soon
Yeah. Okay. So
or
I was
relatively
wrong.
soon.
Yeah. I was wrong about two things actually. So chapters right now is like 192. So if anything, there's gonna have to be like a 4th season for them to catch up. We are in the last. I'm pretty sure. I'm positive this is like the last arc because I don't see anywhere else it can go from here. And but the problem is that it's also like still in the beginning slash midway of the arc. So I don't know what else is gonna happen. It seems like stuff is ramping up to where we're gonna see Thorfinn's character be tested, of course. But other than that, I don't know how far we're gonna go or how much this arc is gonna go for and how much is gonna be left over if it does end. I feel like if this arc's end, that's the end of the series. So
Either way, you already know I'm hype. We get more Vinland Saga season.
yes, sir. I just want to see the boy Thorfinn and then that arc, the best character development arc in the series. I love it here. Sensational.
Sensational. All right. Well, since we talked about a third season for Vinland Saga, reportedly Fire Force is getting a third season, which I think is about time if it's true, because hasn't it been in limbo for like ever?
It's been in limbo, I think, since 2020.
Holy
Because
shit.
they had season 1 started in 2019. It was around the same time Demon Slayer was popping off, and they released another season a year after. So that would have been like 2020. And we didn't hear anything since then. So yeah, 2 years without any Fire Force news other than the manga ending.
Yeah. And still nothing for Black Clover.
other than the manga ending soon,
Yeah.
or it's gonna
Yeah.
be entering this last arc and it's on a hiatus at the moment.
So maybe if we're following trends and shit, like 2 months from now, well, no, 2 months after Black Clover ends, we'll find out if it's getting another season or not. But yeah.
Honestly, I mean, we're gonna see how this movie does, and then if the movie's good, they're probably gonna just do the season while the manga's ongoing, because I don't think this hiatus is gonna be crazy long.
Mhm.
If there's enough material to adapt, of course. But other than that, yeah.
That's wild. I can't believe, like, I don't know, cuz I'm getting slowly more and more into Fire Force, but like it's not bad by any means. And from what I've heard, like it gets better and better the more that it goes on. So like the fact that the anime's been in limbo for this long, it just blows my mind.
It makes me wonder how close it is, how much they adapted towards the manga at the time, and how
Yeah.
much material they had.
Well, they have all the material now, so
Oh yeah, then there's no reason to wait. Keep going. Keep it pushing.
exactly.
We need them Shinra Fitsos in action.
Dead.
What you mean? You
Well,
see how he
speaking
does
of
that
keeping
footwork?
it pushing, we're not doing this. I'm not letting you do this toe shit that you got.
Y'all got a
Keeping
problem
it
with toes? That's
pushing.
crazy.
Spy X Family apparently is getting a musical around this time next year in March, which I think it's safe to say that Spy X Family made it, because the only animes that I ever hear about getting musicals are like extremely popular ones.
One Piece.
Yeah, like One Piece, Demon Slayer. I think Jujutsu Kaisen got one. I don't remember, but
It's either that or a stage play. One of
yeah.
those two.
Yeah, it's like a musical or a stage play. Like every big anime like series gets either a musical or a stage play. So, if you're a Spy X Family fan and you live in Japan this time next year, go see yourself a musical. I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, ReZero, according to the author, is getting a happy ending. Because I guess they had like a little
Like a
panel
talk?
thing. Yeah, like it was like a live whatever, and the author basically like said that there was going to be a happy ending. Which, look, y'all don't know this, y'all being the listeners, but I think Jay and I are the only people who've watched ReZero, right, Adrian?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I
Yeah.
don't think Brennan has.
Hey, bro,
seen that.
save yourself. All right.
Look,
Don't waste your
Jay and I
time.
have a very complicated relationship with ReZero. I think the complication for Jay is that he dropped it.
No, the complication is that it's isekai.
Yeah, the complication is that it's isekai. You're right, first and foremost. And the complication for me is that uh it's good, don't get me wrong, but Rem disappearing, for me personally, the quality after Rem disappeared like dropped super fucking hard.
Hey, it
And
looks like we can agree on something.
and I put it on hold. Like I like soft dropped it halfway through the season when season 2 was airing. But and until I hear that Rem finally comes back in the anime, I'm not picking it back up. But
Sheesh.
but yeah, so where I was going with all of this was, unless the happy ending is Subaru ending up with Rem at the end, which won't happen, I don't care if there's a happy ending or not. But yeah, all the Melia and Subaru shippers, I'm happy for you.
They're
Y'all are gonna
winning
get
right now, bro.
y'all are gonna get a happy ending, and then everybody who loves Rem, me, it's gonna be very sad. Anyways, moving on.
Wait.
What?
Maybe we can read in between the lines for this happy ending.
He's
bro.
ending up with both of them.
Yo, bro, it's typical. Look, I don't want to do a low blow here.
Yeah, so he
but
got
it's typical
hoes.
of isekai to have harems.
No,
I'm
it's
just
gonna be
saying.
it's literally he's gonna end up with Rem, and fucking Amelia
Nah,
and
nah,
Felicia
can't
or
put
whatever that cat woman is.
Oh, yeah,
Catwoman, you say?
Felix? No, that's the cat boy. Hey, yo.
Even
GQ,
better.
yes, sir.
Now this might be my liking to.
Felis. That's his name, Felis.
Yeah.
All right. You
All
know
right.
what? Maybe I will start watching ReZero again.
Yeah, I
Okay,
might
so
join you on that adventure.
since we're talking about fans being sad, let's talk about some actual sad news for a second. So, Billy Kametz, the voice actor for Niccolo in Attack on Titan, Rui in Demon Slayer, Josuke Higashitaka in JoJo's, and Naofumi in Shield Hero. That voice actor unfortunately has stage 4 colon cancer, if I remember correctly.
Ooh.
Yes.
And he also opened up a GoFundMe. So, regardless of whether you listen to dub or not, somebody with that much talent to be a professional voice actor, they deserve to live a long and prosperous life, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you have the financial ability, and you want to help him out, go check out his GoFundMe. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. I personally know him as Ferdinand von Eiger in Fire Emblem Three Houses, one of my favorite characters in the game. So, I hope the best for him. Is good. I guess is what I'm trying to say. This is really awkward, but I'm not good with depressing things. So
I think I can speak for Weebly when I say we all hope he makes a full recovery and gets back to
facts.
doing what he loves to do.
Yes,
Facts.
sir.
All right, so let's talk about going from a little depressing stuff to something that's actually pretty hype. Well, and upsetting depending on who you are. But Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0 movie is the 7th highest grossing anime film of all time as of this last week or something, right?
W.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Wait, why would that be upsetting to someone?
well, cuz like it deserves to be higher.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
upsetting
yeah.
part.
I mean,
Well,
Or if you're a
it's
Jujutsu
W.
Kaisen hater, it's upsetting that it's that high up.
its competition is pretty serious. Do you want me to list off the ones
Yeah,
that the order?
it's got some crazy competition. Go ahead and list out the order.
All right, give me 1 second. I accidentally closed out the tab that I had open.
God damn it, we were
Sorry.
prepared for this and everything, Jamin.
I know, I dropped the ball.
Damn it.
Okay, here we go. I'm pulling it up now. Okay, number 1, Demon Slayer. Number 2, Spirited Away. Number 3, Your Name. Number 4, Howl's Moving Castle. Number 5, Ponyo. Number 6, Weathering with You. And number 8, Jujutsu Kaisen.
That is some serious competition. I ain't gonna lie.
See, I was telling you.
Yeah, I honestly, when you first read out that like that list, I completely forgot that Spirited Away and Ponyo existed. And the fact that Demon Slayer passed both of those is fucking insane to me.
Yes, it is for me too.
Cause like Studio Ghibli be running shit, and the fact that Demon Slayer passed up two Studio Ghibli films,
3.
3, oh yeah,
Howl's
Howling
Moving
Castle.
Castle.
yeah. I mean like, but that one isn't as big as like Ponyo and Spirited Away, specifically Spirited Away.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle are the biggest Ghibli, or the most popular Ghibli movies.
I don't
with
know.
fans.
I don't see as much for that movie as I do with Spirited Away and Ponyo. Cause like
Really? I don't see nothing about Ponyo, bro. I think you're
really,
getting it mixed up with a different movie. That's the one where the kid turns into a fish and like swims in the water.
yeah.
What? I don't see anything.
I don't know. Like I see like memes and shit for Ponyo, but like
I really haven't. I haven't seen anything.
Now-
Oh wait.
now if we're talking about
Uh,
shit that is surprising that isn't on this list whatsoever, is My Neighbor Totoro, because like Totoro's fucking everywhere.
Bro, let me see where it's at.
It's probably like 9 or
Bro,
something.
I'm scrolling. No, I'm scrolling, bro.
Are you serious?
so it's not even top 10.
Dog, apparently
Bro.
Akira ain't even top 50 either, which is fucking
What?
It's
blasphemy.
not top 50, bro.
Blasphemy.
It's not top 50.
The fact
Totoro
that
is not top
Akira
50.
What? That's insane.
Nah, that list has to be some blasphemy.
That's
Hey,
fucking
bro.
wild.
There's a lot of Pokemon movies. There's a lot of
Yes,
One Piece movies.
sir. Yes, sir.
The
Love
One
to
Piece
see
movies.
it.
Ooh, I got something to say about some One Piece movie. He'll say that later.
Yeah, that's for what
a
is
lot of
Weebly Whedon.
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of Detective Conan movies in here. There's some other Ghibli movies, just not My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, Princess Mononoke better be on there.
Yeah, it's actually number 10.
Yo, fucking Pog. Bet. All right.
But yeah, man, Jujutsu Kaisen deserves it. I think it has. I don't know.
I'm
It'll probably
surprised it's
get
not
closer to.
higher.
It's only 10 million away from Weathering with You right now, so we'll
Only
see
10
what
million.
happens. Listen, y'all. This is gonna shake. This is gonna shake y'all in your boots. I'm ready to drop the mic on you.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer is at 500 million. Spirited Away is at 400 million.
God damn.
Oh,
It's 100 million difference.
Oh, god damn. Sheesh.
That's like Endgame versus like all the previous Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, because Endgame be at like 2 billion,
yeah. Endgame be
3,
crazy.
2.5 billion or something crazy.
Yeah, and its only competitor is Infinity War.
No, well, as far as
We're not counting Avatar. That shit's bullshit. I'm sorry if you disagree. I'm sorry if you're an Avatar fan or you know, we're popping off when
No.
Avatar passed up Endgame and Infinity War, but fuck Avatar.
Who would be popping off? I'm trying to figure out like where the Avatar stands
Dog.
are, bro.
Dude,
Avatar fans just don't exist. They were just they liked the movie and
they're
then
like
no one talked
ninjas,
about
bro. They're like ninjas. You don't think they're there, but they're there.
They must be, bro. That movie's such a high performing film.
Honestly,
was.
if the second Avatar, like I know that this is so hella off topic, I'm so sorry, but I know that if the second Avatar movie that's gonna come out soon, if that one pops off as well, I'm gonna be like, where the fuck were the Avatar fans, and why has nobody spoken about this film in over a decade?
I'm saying, bro, because like I feel like the only reason the first one did good was because of the visuals, but now the visuals are just like normal compared to today's standards. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine unless the second one pulls out some crazy like 5D experience Avatar 2. Like I don't see how they could like get the same result. I don't know
You get the
because the
5D
story wasn't even
experience,
anything
and
crazy. So
it wasn't, but it was actually really like I rewatched it recently. It was so good, and like
it's just a solid.
the fact that it's that old and it looked that good, fucking wild.
It's aged well. It's like Lord of the
It
Rings
aged
when it's first.
so well. Yeah,
This is so off topic.
it's so off topic.
It
I'm
really
so
is.
sorry. So keeping it pushing with movies. I'm sure we forgot to say some extra stuff that we meant to say with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm so sorry, but we're moving on. Mainly just because I want to get this out of the way because I have a hyperfixation on quintessential quintuplets for no reason whatsoever, and I just want to feel validated for 0.5 seconds. But both of you don't have to say anything. Just let me carry this, and then we can move on. Just let me get it out of my system. So quintessential quintuplets. There's another trailer that dropped this week for the movie. I don't remember when it's coming out. Now, I'm gonna have nobody to bounce off with. So, if you, the viewer or listener, happen to like this show and you've read the manga, comment down below. If you haven't read the manga, skip this because I'm gonna be spoiling the movie for the plot of the movie for like 0.5 seconds. So skip forward like 30 seconds or some shit. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. So the plot of the movie is literally just the last like 30 chapters of the manga. So I'm thinking this could go one or two ways. They're gonna drop this movie and then there's gonna be nothing for quintessential quintuplets whatsoever ever again. Or they're gonna pull a Demon Slayer. They're gonna drop this movie and then animate the same fucking arc for for the final season of the anime. I personally hope it's the second one because I would just love the chance for more quintessential quintuplet stuff that's never gonna happen because bookend, you know what I mean? And I'm really surprised that this movie isn't like not canon, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm just saying all of this into the ether. Hopefully someone will respond. If you don't, it's fine. I'll just suffer. Just like I always have with these two fucking idiots with this anything quintessential quintuplets or rent a girlfriend related. But
Whoa.
Everyone
In my defense, and I think I speak for Adrian too, I just started expanding my horizons into this slice of life romance business, okay?
a little bit.
You can cool your jets there, pal.
all I'm saying is Quintessential Quintuplets is fucking goated.
I'll have to add it to my list, but I got to finish One Piece first, of course.
Facts.
Finish One Piece. You got
All right.
to. You're so close
So,
to the good work.
since we've been talking about anime movies for the last 2 topics, it's time to move on to the creme de la creme. Not really. Javen, hit us with this
Yes.
fucking bubble review, bruh.
Oh, snap. You already know I had to go and watch Bubble on Netflix because the talent involved was too much for me to ignore. The director of Death Note and Attack on Titan, the character designer of the Death Note characters, something else that I forgot, more people involved, I don't remember, bro. But I had to watch it. And basically the movie is about like this version of Tokyo where it's kind of post-apocalyptic but kind of not, like it's only Tokyo. It's because like these bubbles are making everything float, and it should and when there's so many bubbles when they pop, it's like flooding Tokyo. Yeah, I know it's kind of ridiculous, but
It is.
these people are doing like parkour. So there's like a bunch of people, oh, y'all hear that dog?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait. There's a bunch of people who still, bruh.
That shit is waiting for you to just stop talking. Time to get perfect.
No respect, bro.
It's just Bruno, too.
So, like I was saying, there's like some small groups of people who still live in Tokyo, and they do they hold these parkour events, and during the parkour events, basically the teams are just fighting for resources. So it's like, oh man, here's some rations. It's really weird because you can just leave the bubble and just like live a normal life, but like they want to live in the bubble, even though everything's kind of lame in there besides the parkour. But so yeah, that's the synopsis of Bubble pretty much. I ain't gonna lie, the parkour was cool. Like the animation was clean, the choreography for the parkour was fire. Like the director did his stuff. Visuals were clean, bro. But the story and the characters, I ain't gonna lie, it was very forgettable. AKA,
Mid.
this movie was mid, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
see
really
what you mean when
recommend
you
it
said it's
unless
mid.
unless you saw the trailer and you're like dying to watch it and you're like, there's no way it's mid, bro. Hold on.
I mean, I will say it has very good music and animation. It's really all it's going for, unfortunately. I mean, seeing the parkour aesthetic of the movie is like really amazing. So like it's satisfying to like see them jump around doing all this cool parkour shit, but other than that, story-wise is kind of mediocre.
Oh, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep at the ending, so I had to like I have to watch the ending because I don't remember what happened.
I'm dead. Y'all are not making a good case for me to want to watch the movie.
Just
To be
skip it,
honest, you
honestly. You'll
don't
be
have
saving
to.
time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like it low key wanted to. I don't know. For some reason, it was giving me like a vibe that it wanted to be something like a Disney love movie, but at the same time, like I don't know. It's like Princess and the Frog. That's what I was getting
Hey,
from.
don't disrespect Princess and the Frog.
I ain't saying Princess and the Frog is ass. Princess and the Frog is goaded.
I was about to
I'm
say.
just no. I'm just saying the vibe that it gave me. That's what it was giving me.
Okay.
It gave
But
me vibes also of like Your Name and Weathering with You because it was like a post. I keep saying this post-apocalyptic thing, but it's just Tokyo. I don't know how to describe it.
Tokyo is just rundown, like a rundown city.
All right, well, whatever. It's like this rundown thing, and it's a love
So
story.
when you say it's not post-apocalyptic, it's just Tokyo, does that mean that Tokyo is the only city that's like fucked?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
What?
Exactly.
What?
They like the whole world gave up on it, but people still decided to live there anyway.
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah. Tokyo
The
got secluded.
biggest fucking city
Yeah,
in
they
all of
literally
Japan.
they literally say in the movie, The capital of Tokyo was moved shortly after this event.
I'm sick. They just gave up. I'm
Yeah,
dead.
Yeah,
Tokyo
exactly,
wasn't
bro.
the capital no more. There's like some other place.
Like, yeah, this used to be our capital. We're just gonna let it just shit itself. That's good.
I mean, to
Leave
be
it.
fair, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing they could have done about it. There's just that entire event secluded itself, and it is shot all over Tokyo. And they're like,
That's
"Yeah, you're getting
crazy.
the fuck out of here."
That's
Yep.
wild.
The reason I say it's like Your Name and Weathering with You is because it's like a supernatural disaster love story, but it's nowhere near as good as Your Name. I haven't seen Weathering with You, but Your Name just spends so much more time building up the characters, whereas this one is just like introduce you to the characters and then just events start happening, and it's just like there's no connection. I don't know. Like I just feel like there's not enough time to flesh anything out. It was just mid, bro. It was mid.
I mean,
I
the only
mean, Your
connection you get
Name
with
is
the main
top 6 of
character.
all time, so like I understand.
I guess Netflix was trying to hit that goal twice, bro.
X. All right. Now, let's talk about this Obi-Wan trailer.
Ooh,
I have
boy.
one question before we actually talk about it though.
Okay.
So, I've been seeing all over Twitter and every single fucking social media space like ever. Everybody's losing their shit over this quote unquote new design for Darth Vader.
There's a
I've
new
watched the
design.
trailer 3 times and I cannot tell if there's any difference with Darth Vader.
I only saw the trailer once, but it didn't. I didn't see a full suit. It just saw like his chest piece.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like literally I saw an article from IGN and like 4 different people tweet about it saying that there's like there's some differences that were made to Darth Vader. And I'm like he looks exactly the same as he's always been. And I don't understand.
No,
So,
I mean, let me see. I don't see a difference because it just looks like I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any difference at all. I don't know why people are making it up to be like it is. Because
I have no idea.
unless the chest piece is different,
I
it's the
guess
chest.
that's the only thing that I can think of, or the arm, because the arm looked like more sophisticated, but like that's also because 90s technology versus now technology.
So it seems like the chest piece is a little different color wise. That's what I've seen. Arms,
Like that arm looks super
um,
detailed. Where like I don't remember there
they're
ever being like them actually showing his robotic arm.
no. I mean, unless you go into like the episode 3 movies, they show it a little bit, but not something too memorable. It's mostly like you see his glove, like his iconic gloves. Like
Yeah,
that's about it.
that's it.
And you just see the robotic arms that you see from this trailer. So I don't think there's too much of a thing where the people should be freaking out about it. I thought when you first text, bro, why are people freaking out about Darth Vader? Because I'm like, bro, Darth Vader's that guy, but you saying his costume design, it's like it's nothing different then.
I mean,
Nothing too
obviously
amazing.
Darth Vader's that guy. Like I'm actually hype as hell for this. Like I love the prequels. The prequels are actually the only movies out of the entire Star Wars saga that I actually can say that I love. But shoot me, by the way, Star Wars fans. I don't care.
The
Prequels are the
OG
best
fans
ones.
will hate you. The sequel fans will hate you.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
OGs will hate me, the sequels will hate me, the prequels will hate me for a different reason. But
Wait a
what would be
second.
the
You
different
said the
reason?
prequels are better than the OGs? No,
yes.
I'm just kidding.
Undoubtedly, yes.
To be
They're
honest,
iconic.
I prefer the prequels.
They're
To
iconic.
be honest,
They're
I
iconic. I
listen, and
understand, but the prequels are
I
better.
love the Clone Wars, and I also
Facts.
love Anakin, and
Facts.
then
It's
his slow
Obi-Wan for
descent,
me. I hate
his
Anakin. I
his
love Darth
slow
Vader.
descent to
I
Darth
hate
Vader
Anakin.
was his peak. It was his peak fiction. I just loved it. Like nothing can change that stance for me. I don't care.
Facts. All right.
Now, hold on. Let's talk about this Obi-Wan trailer.
No, let's not
Okay.
even talk about the Obi-Wan trailer. Let's talk about the soundtrack, bro. There's something about that fucking soundtrack that it's just mwah. It's just perfection, bro. Now we can talk about the Obi-Wan trailer.
I'm dead. Wait, the soundtrack for the prequels?
Yeah. That soundtrack's fucking
Oh,
goated, bro.
yeah. I mean, you're right, but I have nothing else to say.
It's just I'm right because I am.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about in the trailer? Because I didn't personally see anything new for the
Yeah,
trailer other than
I
his
didn't see
combat.
anything new, but like, yeah, I was gonna say other than him fighting and like, what are we gonna say about that? But I'm
Hopefully, we get to
really
see more live action of him going to hand combat. Because Clone Wars, you see it. Live action movies, you really don't. I don't. At least I don't remember, and I'm not gonna fucking watch 6 hours worth of movies to find out.
you're right.
Or so hopefully we see more of that because people are probably gonna underestimate his close combat skills. You see the Grand Inquisitors, and you see his posse of Inquisitors. So he's going against.
Those
I was hoping,
Inquisitors, bro. I'm super excited to see them.
bro. I love them. I just hope they don't get done dirty like how they did certain characters in Boba Fett dirty. Cad Bane.
Oh hush.
Anywho,
Wait, you talking about
listen.
the assassin guy?
Yes, I was
Bro,
hurt.
they did him. I'm not even like a huge Star Wars fan, but that character got done dirty. Like
He
it was
was
cool when he
done
showed up, but how he was handled at the
filthy.
end, I was hyped to see this guy like show up in the future, and then they just cut it off, bro. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm just mad how they cut him off. I mean, I just know maybe I don't think they're gonna do any of the Inquisitors dirty like how they did the other characters because there's really no possible way they can do it unless they just want to cut a certain part of the story non-canon. Other than that, there's nothing really new. Oh, there was one scene I wanted to get to because I think it was like Luke's foster father. And he said, "Oh, you want to train him like you trained your father?" And I'm like, "Yo,
Bro did not have to
bro,
violate like that, bro.
I didn't know he wanted to do him like that. That was
I'm
his
gonna be honest.
filthy."
I'm gonna be honest. It's on site for that dude. I don't care.
Handled, bro.
That was so unnecessary for no
It
reason.
really wasn't. Dog caught a stray for no reason
Not to
at
my
all.
king, bro. Not to my fucking king. The best character in Star Wars. You can't speak to him like that.
He didn't have to say that. I was just too fucked up. That's all I wanted to talk about. Though that's all I got.
So I think it's said that it's going to be like a 6 or 7 episode series. 6. So it's gonna be
Yes.
Moon Knight again. Doesn't it start like next week or the week after?
It's May 27th. I think
So in
that's
like
when it
2
starts.
weeks or 3 weeks.
Yep.
That's wild. I love how Disney is like, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel.
Yep.
Yeah, it keeps me reason to have a Disney Plus though. I love it
Facts.
here.
Facts.
Speaking
I
of
just,
Disney Plus, oh, never mind.
bro. I just want to say the trailer looked high quality, like it was the movies, bro. And I'm just hype as hell. It's okay. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't think I've been this hype about like a Star Wars related thing since what is it, episode 7? And The Mandalorian, actually. Mandalorian season 2, I was hype as hell.
I remember when we were just hearing talks about, oh yeah, there's gonna be a Kenobi show. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I wonder if that's like a fan theory or just people are just talking to talk. No, it is real. And then there's Vader coming in and becoming that dude. Hopefully he's not just there to talk. He's gonna do something. And
With
then we
Hayden
got the OG.
Christensen's coming back, he's got to be in it for like
That's
at
what I'm
least-
saying. You got
at
the
least a good
OG
portion.
actors too. There's no way that they are gonna fuck up this Kenobi series. If they do, I lost faith in Disney with their Star Wars. Probably not, but I'm gonna just be very upset.
Probably not, but all
Listen,
right.
I'm stuck with Star Wars.
Facts. Well, since we're talking about Disney Plus shows, I'm stealing your fucking segue, Adrian.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this episode 6 of Moon Knight, the season finale or series finale. Who knows?
This time I've actually saw it, so y'all don't have to worry about spoiling me again like last week.
By the way, it's not a series finale. There's no fucking way. Anyways,
Same, bro.
so I just kind of want to talk about the series as a whole real quick, just in case any of our listeners slash viewers have not seen it yet. Um, Honestly, personally, for me, uh, if you haven't seen every single Marvel everything, it will not matter. The only thing that you kind of like for like the satisfaction of noticing an Easter egg, Black Panther. That's it. Like that's really just the only thing that you need to know to understand one reference in episode 5. But if you haven't really seen much of the Marvel stuff, you've been falling behind trying to catch up whatever, you could watch this series and not like miss out on anything that's going on in it. You'll completely understand. Also, personally for me, I think overall this is probably the best Marvel Disney Plus series, if not the second best. It's been a minute since I've seen the other one, so I have to, put a minor disclaimer by saying second best. But it's a really solid overall series. What do y'all think?
Adrian, you can go first.
All right. I do think this is like one of the top tiers when it comes to the Marvel shows. This is like one of the Marvel shows that I want to rewatch, and that used to be like, what was it? Falcon and Winter Soldier was one of them. Hawkeye, I love Hawkeye, but I don't know if I wanted to rewatch Hawkeye.
I think if I was ever gonna rewatch Hawkeye, it would be like the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's like Hawkeye's good. Don't get me wrong, but something as a rewatch, I wasn't that keen to rewatching. Wanda and Vision, it's good. I mean, it's cool. Nothing that crazy. What other Loki? Loki was another one I wanted to watch too.
You
Just
haven't watched Loki yet?
no, I have, but I wanted
He
to
meant like
rewatch.
rewatch, yeah.
What if I just rewatched like a couple of episodes, but other than that,
What
I
if
would
I feel
want
like
to.
you don't really need to watch? I mean, like I know that there's some what if references that are gonna be in Doctor Strange that we've seen so far, but like I don't think
What
the
if this is
series as a
something
whole you
cool?
really
No,
yeah.
is this something cool to see? Like, oh, what if this happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe instead of what actually happened in the movies?
Yeah.
Something like Killmonger saves Tony Stark. That was a cool thing to like look at. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Um,
speaking of just getting this out of the way, apparently Captain Carter is like confirmed gonna be in Doctor Strange, by the way.
Nice.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
because we
In
see
the
her
most
shield in the
recent
trailer.
trailer, you see her shield for 0.5 seconds and it looks so good. Anyways, continue.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Moon Knight is something I would want to rewatch. I know Moon White, the actual like him in his costume. He's not there for long. I think someone says just 19 minutes. I don't think it's 19 minutes. It might be longer.
Like total?
Yeah, in the like entirety of the show. I don't think it's 19 minutes. I feel like that's way too short.
I feel like that is way too short, but honestly, like so much
It i-
happens, so maybe they're right. I don't know.
if they are, then to be honest, it's not too bad because it really did well without him being Moon Knight all the time. Like he didn't have to be Moon Knight for the show to still be called Moon Knight and still be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also one thing that I want to add, I feel like most of the Disney Plus shows unfortunately have like the either wrapping up too fast or semi disappointing endings to their show. But I feel like this last episode was actually really like uh it didn't feel rushed and it didn't feel like disappointing. I don't know if that's just me, but we'll talk about it more later. Um if you have anything else to say, Adrian.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was gonna end anticlimactic,
Yeah, so
but
did I.
then because I was getting worried that we weren't gonna see a special someone. I think we all know who we can think about. But turns out I was wrong. The ending was amazing. I liked it. I liked this entire show. I do recommend, if even if you don't you don't watch Marvel or you're trying to catch up, you don't necessarily need to catch up to Marvel to even watch this show.
Oh yeah, and if you
can
don't
watch on
like
its own.
Marvel, this is a perfect show for you to just dip your toes in for something satisfying for 6 episodes. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, what did you think of the
Of
show
the
as a
entire
whole?
series?
Yeah.
All right. I think that the entire show, as a whole, it was fire. Okay. It had I think its best moments were the best out of any MCU show so far.
That's what I'm saying,
It
bro.
its highs were so high that I don't care. I'm looking away from the lows, bro. And I know that you guys may disagree. I don't know if it's just me. I don't think that the episodes were equal in quality. And I'll give you an example. I thought that like the Loki and most of the WandaVision episodes were about pretty steady as far as quality. But with this show, I feel like it goes up and down. But the ups are so good that I overlook my problems with the show.
Like, I
That's me.
disagree. Like, I know what you mean, and I disagree personally, but like, I can see what you mean. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Continue.
Honestly, other than that, that's all I have to say. I think it's one of the darkest MCU things as well.
I
So
mean,
that's exciting.
if we're discounting Wanda, you know,
Or What
kidnapping
If.
an entire town, and What If, it definitely is.
Okay. Yeah, I
It
haven't seen all
definitely
of
is
What
the
If for sure.
darkest.
I think that this is way darker than WandaVision.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
that's
if
just
you
me.
think about it objectively, the fact that she kidnapped an entire city for months, that's kind of fucked. But like, there's a lot of violence that you have never seen in a in like an MCU kind of thing. It would like there's some episodes, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like shit's fucked.
Yep. Yep.
But
to add on my finishing statements, all these characters that were introduced, they're amazing. I need them back. I need them interacting with other MCU characters ASAP. All right. I need either a Moon Knight 2 or a Moon Knight appearance in another movie or
I
show.
need him to
I
just
need
be in a
these characters
cameo.
back. Exactly. I
that's what I'm
need them
saying.
there.
Well, there's speculation. Ooh. Well, if you haven't watched the series, if you haven't watched the newest episode, just leave now, because I can't guarantee if I can or if I will or will not spoil. So, you know, like I said, if you haven't watched the show and you don't want full spoilers for this episode, the finale, or if you haven't watched the finale and you don't want the spoilers, skip to either Weebly, what is Weebly reading, or just, check back in next week. Or actually on Friday, which I think I'm gonna put in the beginning. But or Friday? Sunday, May what day is Sunday? Fuck.
Sunday is May 6th.
May 6th. They're
No, Sunday is May 8th.
May 8th. Okay. May 8th, the Doctor Strange review. It's gonna be out. It's gonna be separate from this podcast because of scheduling issues for somebody. Cough cough, Javen.
Huh?
You're the reason why it's
Hey,
getting
hey,
pushed
hey.
back a day.
I was told that we weren't going to be able to record on Friday night.
Listen, that is
It's gonna
neither
be too
here
late.
nor there. That is neither here nor there. I am pointing the finger, and that's it.
That's
Wow.
crazy. The blame game
But,
is going crazy.
But yeah, so if you want to hear our spoiler-free review or even spoiler review if you're fucking crazy, check back in on this channel, podcast page, whatever the hell, on Sunday, May 8th, 6th, 8th, whatever day. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, there's like speculation that he's going to be in the Blade movie. I don't know why. I don't I don't remember why. I just know that I've seen a bunch of speculation about him being in the Blade movie. But so apparently there's QR codes that were released for every single episode of Moon Knight. And each of them have like either like hints towards what would happen in the next episode or whatever from what my understanding is. And the QR code that was released for this episode apparently leads you to a comic where Moon Knight fights Kang the Conqueror. So
What the?
obviously with that information, and if you don't know already, supposedly Kang the Conqueror is going to be the villain for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So now there's going to be speculation. There is speculation that he may be popping up in Quantumania. Why? I don't know. But since that's the only thing that we know of as of right now that is going to have Kang in it, like that may be the case. I don't know. We'll find out in the future. But I just felt
Well,
like
hold on.
What?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, because Kang, listen, you watch Loki, okay? If you don't want spoilers for Loki, watch Loki. I'm about to spoil that too. But Kang is a multiversal threat, okay? Bro, you defeat one version of King, another version can come right back anyway. Or the King that is fought in Ant-Man, he could also come back from that battle and fight in the next Avengers movie or something. So yeah, sure. Moon
I'm
Knight
assuming
could
that we're
be in
going to be
Ant-Man.
seeing several different versions of Kang because, as we
Right.
see in Loki, there are several different versions of Kang.
Mhm.
So the only thing that would make sense to me, since Quantumania, from my understanding of the quantum realm, it's kind of like time travel, aka time travel, sort of like Doctor Strange shit, different universes and shit. Anyways, what I was saying is given that like Quantumania, I'm assuming is going to be as balls to the wall as Doctor Strange is. I'm assuming that maybe just for like they're gonna hop in and out of a different universe where Kang and Moon Knight are gonna be fighting, and then that's gonna be the quote unquote cameo / whatever. That's just what my assumption is. I don't think it means that Moon Knight's gonna have a crazy pivotal role in that movie by any means.
That would be weird.
It would.
I mean, if they can do it, more power to them. We've had weirder combos before, I'm sure. Like Thor and Hulk in Ragnarok.
I mean, like, if you know the comics, it's not that crazy, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, for sure. But for the movie standards so far, I guess.
Yeah, it's not that weird, I guess. I mean, they made Endgame work. The fact that you could work with that many characters and make a good movie, you could do fucking anything at this point. I don't care.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought that was a very interesting thing because I didn't even hear about the QR codes until I literally looked it up today.
Yeah, this is the first time of me hearing about it. I didn't know that was
okay. So it's not just me. All right. But yeah. So unless y'all have any other thoughts to add to that, we can actually talk about the actual episode.
No, I'm ready for the episode.
Give me
All
the episode.
right. This episode was 45 minutes. It did not feel like 45 minutes. I don't know if that's just me.
No, that's not just you. I didn't feel like it was long at all. I felt
like it was a normal length for the episode.
I don't know if it was just like so much was going on that time just went by so quick.
I think that's what it is.
Probably, like, because it was just so entertaining to see how. Because I'm be honest, I didn't think they were gonna have Steven come back. I thought Steven was just gone for good.
I thought Steven was gone too. That was.
I'm so glad.
That was like a super wild. What's it called? Like I don't even know what it's called.
Sequence of events.
Yeah, sequence of events. We'll use that. Cause like I said last episode, his story kind of came full circle. So like if he didn't come back, I wouldn't have been surprised. Cause normally when a character has no more character development to be had, that's when they normally kick the bucket.
Yeah.
But thankfully that was not the case for Steven.
Yeah, I gotta keep my home dog Steven now, bro. He can't go nowhere. Everybody protect Steven now. I don't care.
Yup.
Man, y'all were hating on Steven last week. I don't want to hear none of this.
First of all,
was.
I've said this. I hate him because of how good of a character he is.
Bruh.
And I finally started liking him in the last 15 minutes of this character's existence for last episode.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say this episode. I was like, what the?
No. Nah, bro. When they were going through his backstory, that's when I finally started liking Steven. And that's all. I understand that you were a day one fan.
I'm a day one Steven fan, bro. I was with him when he was down, bro. They just want to be with him when he's up.
Things has changed, man. I'm sorry. Character development.
Facts, bro. Facts. Character development. He's a great character. Still second best behind Mark, but
Yeah, still have Mark overall. Can't have him.
Facts. Honestly, man, like they're. This is gonna sound bad when I say it, but they're like they were kind of like rehashing stuff that like I feel like could have happened off screen and it wouldn't have mattered a little bit.
Like what?
Like the whole getting Amit's whatchamacallit and then going all the way to the Pyramid of Giza. Like I feel like we were already under the assumption last episode that he released Amit because of like those souls that went into the Duat. But like it was still nice to see, you know what I mean? I just feel like I don't know. I feel like not seeing the villain win is a really interesting choice for the show. And I was just fine not seeing it, but then they showed us to it and I was like this is like I'm not upset about it, but I feel like all of that we could have gone without. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are you saying we could have gone without?
Everything before we saw Mark again. Like when he picked up the thing from Mark's corpse and then left to go towards the Pyramid of Giza, and like they killed he killed all of those guards that at that checkpoint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it was kind of necessary for two reasons.
Layla, I mean,
yeah, Layla and the Hippo God.
Yeah.
And then also it shows that for whatever reason, him having that little stone or little rock that's encasing Amit's soul or whatever, keeping her imprisoned. Him having it just makes him stronger, so he can go toe to toe with these other avatars later. We see it firsthand.
I was actually gonna say that I think that it's interesting that like. Well, I was actually gonna ask, do you think that like he's always had that capability, or like he just now has access to it now that he has his hands on Amit?
I think it's because he had Amit, but it's weird. Like, did he had to be in the temple to free Amit, right?
Yeah,
that's how it works. Yeah. See, so I think it made sense, but anyway, go on.
But yeah, like after that, it was just pretty much a really big action piece, which, like, I'm not complaining. I just really have no comments because, like, eventually Layla frees Khonshu because she follows the guys to the Pyramid of Giza, and like Khonshu asks, dude, I was so mad because I'm like Khonshu really don't give a shit about Mark.
For real?
No, he doesn't.
Which becomes more obvious at the end of the episode, but that's for later. The fact that he just was just like, yeah, fuck Mark, Layla, do you want to be my my new avatar? I was really caught off guard because like I was under the impression that Khonshu was gonna be the reason that Mark came back, but it was really
Yeah.
just Osiris being the beautiful bastard that he is and just letting them live. um,
Well, it was still up. Khonshu still had to be brought back for them to heal the
yeah,
bullet wounds.
but I'm
But to get
saying
that
like
second chance at life, you
he
have to
didn't
get rid of
try to
them.
open the gate of Osiris or anything. It really was just
Yeah.
Mark and Steven having a lovely
A bromance.
a lovely
Brotherly,
bromance, even though they're the same person moment.
brotherly bromance. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Even though they're the same fucking person. Um but yeah, it was just weird, man. I was like, man, Conchu's an asshole. And like I thought Conchu was supposed to be nice. Because like again, I haven't really read any Moon Knight comments but like or comics, but like I just assume Conchu was like a nice person. I don't know why. But yeah, so you know, Mark and Steven get back to their body through the Gate of Osiris. Khonshu heals him and then like, asks him that whole oath thing again. Um and then something that I don't think Moon Knight can actually do in the comics, man flew. Like man's just flew.
I saw that shit and I'm like, so he can just do that? Like,
I'm
is this
pretty sure
comic
he
book
can't
accurate?
fly. I'm pretty sure he can't fly, but I just think that like technically he's like the only he's the only like non-cosmic related character to like be able to fly or magic related to be able to fly. Well, I guess it's magic technically, but you know what I mean. Like
Well, I mean, he's limited though, because I'm under the impression he can only do it at night.
yeah, he's stronger at night. So you're probably right, but I just think that's crazy that like man just flew. And he wasn't
See,
like
but
he wasn't
No,
flying slow or anything. This man was fucking zooming, bro.
he was like a jet, bro. He said, zoom. I'm like,
That's what I'm
yo.
saying. Cause like cause I'm pretty sure he's literally just Marvel's Batman, but with DID. So like I knew that he like glides and stuff, but the flying just caught me off guard. Um and then when he finally gets over to the Pyramid of Giza to try to stop Harrow, there's a fucking kaiju fight in the background.
oh yeah, what the
I,
frick was going on, bro?
I'm gonna be
You know what?
honest. I
I've
really
been biting
like
my tongue.
I really like this episode, but that kaiju fight was just kind of weird.
it almost felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
I mean, it made things look. I won't lie. It made things feel epic, and it was fun because there is like the Hera and Moon Knight fight with Layla on the ground, while we see like these giant gods fighting in the back. Like it was epic, but it made no sense at all.
Yeah.
Cuz like I understood why Amit was growing because she's like, getting stronger and consuming souls and shit. But why was Khonshu that big?
Bro ate his spinach.
Bro got big.
Bro pulled a fucking Popeye. I'm dead. Um yeah, that kaiju fight was weird. I don't know. I was really stuck on it. Like at first, I was like, "This is mad weird," but like towards the end, I was like, "You know what? This is okay." And like, if you don't like it, because I'm assuming you didn't like it, Jay.
Look, this is what I'm talking about, bro. The highs of this episode just outweigh all my other problems with it. It was the fighting with. Well, first of all, I want to talk about. See, like for every fire and amazing thing that happens, there's something else that just makes absolutely no sense, and I'll give you some examples. For one, Layla's suit, fire, bro. It's literally amazing, and I already know the people at DC making the Black Adam movie, they're punching the air right now because Disney beat them to another one, bro, an Egyptian like winged fighter. But anyway, yeah, it was amazing. It was awesome.
Oh, speaking
It
of,
made the hippo god made no sense, bro. She just talks through dead people all of a sudden, and she like talks through Layla's body. Why couldn't
well,
she just like it? Just why wasn't she just there like Contra and the others though?
because
Like why
I'm
did she have to like?
well because
I know,
she has to guide the dead to the field of reeds. She can't like leave.
but if she's in that realm or whatever, then how is she even able to like be a? I don't know. It was never explained properly, so you just kind of have to assume.
Well,
It was just
you
kind of
can
ran.
lend your powers without actually having to be there. I mean, Khonshu did it the whole fucking show,
No, but he's been there the whole time, pretty much.
pretty much. But like, he just fucked off for the other portion.
I suppose. I just feel like considering because look, I agree with you that yeah, all right, Conchu sometimes wasn't there directly. Maybe he was, he just wasn't on screen. But I feel like it should have been explained more, like how the hippo was even able to do that, or like a scene of her, like I don't know. But
I
you
feel
know that's
like
just that's a nitpick, right?
I
But there's
feel
like a
like
million of them.
I feel like if the other avatars had suits, it would make more sense. Maybe.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. I
Okay.
agree. Yeah, yeah. Because all those other avatars,
They
they
were
were just
just in
like,
clothes.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
dressed
they were just
business
there.
casually.
Just like,
Fear my powers.
But oh yeah. So about Layla, she apparently I was reading this earlier. Apparently she like isn't a comic character like whatsoever. Um,
Really?
but she's in I forget the name of the chick that she's inspired by, but like they basically took one character and just made them a completely different person and gave Layla the powers of that person. So she is a like the suit that she has. Basically, she's called the Scarlet Scarab, I think. Yeah. Um, and that's pretty much it. I didn't really get to read much about the Scarlet Scarab. I just know that like uh her father is an actual comic character, and apparently her father is the first Scarlet Scarab in the comics. And then the character who's supposed to be Scarlet Scarab, like in the last few comic runs that they were involved in or whatever, is a completely different character than Layla. But
Interesting.
I think it's
mm,
actually really cool that they like did that because like in Aquaman 2, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently they're making like a completely original superhero or super person in that movie, and like this is kind of Marvel's way of doing that because I know that they've done it a few times before with other characters I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm just glad that like they're taking uh what's it called, like characters that already exist and making them like people who kind of need representation in the MCU. You know what I mean? Because like
That's valid.
there aren't that many like super strong female heroes in the MCU, and obviously there's no Egyptian person, and I feel like with such heavy Egyptian influence, having an Egyptian superhero is or superheroine, I guess would is like kind of necessary for the type of show that it is. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think
Yeah, sure.
Layla's character deserves it is kind of where I'm going with all of this cuz like I'm going to be honest, I like her more than Mark. Like she's my favorite character in
Huh?
this show. Yeah.
really?
I really like Layla. Like there's nothing about Layla that I disliked this entire show.
I thought
Hmm.
bro was crazy when he said he likes Mark more than Steven. Now he's gonna hit me with this?
Cuz bro, Mark's got some of his flaws, it's fine, but like Layla got no flaws and she's fine.
She flawed, bro. Listen, I love Steven. I'm ride or die with Steven, but bro, she was smooching and grabbing up on him like she ain't full on married, bro.
She's getting divorced, bro. It's fine.
Bro,
And
her
it's the
husband just
same
walked, bro.
person. She's kissing and grabbing up
No,
on the same
no,
person.
it is not. It's the same body. It's not the same person.
Same thing. I
Her
sound
husband was
so
getting,
ignorant right now. I'm so sorry
bro.
if I
Her
offend
listen,
somebody.
Her husband was literally being forced to watch it too.
Hey, bro. All I'm saying is
He ain't into it.
Mark was into it.
Nah. I'm
Nah, you right.
keeping right
Jake was into it. Yeah.
back.
Bro, Jake's a
He
psycho.
probably would have killed it.
Jake's a psycho. He's into it.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
No,
we.
Jake's into watching Mark suffer while he watches Steven kiss his wife.
It's the cuck of the cuck.
Bro.
All right. But yeah, dude, her suit was sick. And I still can't get over that kaiju fight. I'm not even gonna lie. But
Okay, well then, let me lead us to the next thing. During that fight with Harrow, Steven was basically full on combat mode
oh,
as if he was
bro, I
Darth.
was cheesing so hard, bro. I was like, Steven's out here whooping ass.
See, I believe. See now, this is another thing where we have to assume because it's not explained. I'm assuming that since Mark and Steven are so in tune now that they switch freely without forcing each other out and all that,
Yeah.
and they're just in touch now, that
Oh, dude.
Steven
Well, we'll
is
talk about
able
it in
to
a second.
fight with Steven is able to fight with Mark's knowledge of combat, and Mark is also able to use Steven's like Egyptian knowledge because he was like doing that whole in enchantment spell thing or
Oh
later with
yeah.
Layla. Like, how do he know these words?
Yep, I was literally just about to say that. I was like, the fact that Mark learned ancient Egyptian like that is kind of
I
wild,
just
but
thought he was just put in a trance as soon as he was doing that. So that's what I thought.
I don't know. It could be either or, to be honest. Cause like if it was Steven who was doing it, I'd be like, yeah, this makes sense. But
Yeah,
it was Mark doing it,
exactly.
so
Mhm.
I was like, how is this working? But like in the
Gotta be.
moment, I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out, honestly. Cause like
Oh,
in the
really?
moment, I was like, this is hype.
No, I noticed it as soon as it happened. I'm like, so he just learned Egyptian, knew how to say everything in this incantation.
See, I wasn't even tripping about the fact that he knew ancient Egyptian. I was tripping about the fact that he knew the spell. Well, actually, maybe Khonshu taught him how to do it. So it was really just Khonshu speaking through him. Well, no, because Khonshu was fighting. I don't fucking know, dude.
Like I said, I think this is like once you're in that position at that area, it's like a
It just
instant
flows
thing.
through you.
Yeah, you just know what to say. It's like reading a script.
Maybe. But yeah, man. Oh, we got the answer to the therapist thing. It was all a dream.
Yeah, okay. So that I was like confused on what was going on. I had a feeling it was a dream, but at the same time, some things felt a little too off for a dream.
Yeah.
And when I saw the blood on on a doctor's shoes, I forgot his name.
Harrow.
Harrow. Yeah. I was like, yo, is it gonna lead into something more? But it's kind of seems like, yeah, I already knew where this place was. Fuck you. Go
But
diagnose yourself.
dude, Oscar Isaac is a fucking, the fact that he could switch like accents, or like switch the accent on and off like so fucking fast was just mind blowing to me. And like that's assuming that was all in one take or mostly in one take, but like just the fact that he was going from like Mark's the way of speaking to Steven's accent, like so like without a fucking beat, was just mind blowing to me.
It really was. Like I wasn't really thinking about when he
Cause that shit's
switched.
hard, bro. Like that shit's so hard.
Yeah, it's like I don't think any of us can like switch actions in a heartbeat.
Not back and forth without like even like, you know,
Like with a straight face and completely in character and just keep going back and forth like that. No.
and not, you know, accidentally giving Mark some British or not giving Steven any British. Like That shit was that was fire. It was fire.
Bro deserves an Emmy.
He does. That, like, if there's one thing that I want nominated, I literally just want Oscar Isaac nominated for the fucking role, because that,
He
like,
should be.
the fact that he can do, not even, like, let's discount this one scene where they're switching back and forth. The fact that you can do 2 different characters, essentially, for an entire show is impressive. But, yeah, so I think that's the end of the episode. Yeah, because after that, they wake up at Steven's apartment, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
that's the end of it.
confused as to why they went back to London, but I guess that's just because that's the only house that the both of them own.
I guess so. It's either
The
that or
both
the man
of
cave in
them.
the storage, bro.
Oh,
The
yeah,
both of them.
because just in case you're listening and you haven't seen the episode, they gave up the powers after that ritual because, they captured Dr. Harrow, and put Amit inside of his body, and then Khonshu's like, kill him, and Layla was just like, listen, you don't have to do this because, like, you're already free from this deal. And Mark was like, well, if you want to kill Harrow and Amit, do it your fucking self. I thought that was such a nice mic drop moment, by the way.
And he ended up doing it himself.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Yes,
But but yeah, so then they lost the powers, quote unquote lost. And then after that is the after credits, right?
Yep.
So I thought it was interesting that, like, he got put in a psych ward, meaning Dr. Harrow. I thought that was really, really weird. And
Bro, well, think about it, bro. There's literally a god living like inside of him, and we don't know how that's affecting him mentally. Like, she could be like screaming in his head, or I mean, I guess that's like assuming things. But there's also like, it's just a lot of assumptions. There could be so many different things. He maybe like he worked so hard for this, but it was all for nothing, and he got defeated by his previous god who he hated being the avatar for, and it's like he just couldn't take this L, bro.
Yeah, and he just went crazy.
Everything he worked for, he lost it all. Yeah.
But so then there's this dude who speaks fucking nothing but Spanish as far as we know, who picks up Harrow and takes him. And while they're like walking through this corridor to get to an eventual limo, you see, like, the receptionist was murdered and is on the floor with like a pool of blood around them, which, leads into what we were saying about this being really dark, because I don't think you see pools of blood in the MCU like that. But
innocent people like that, rarely,
innocent people too, on top of that. And then there was also some things thrown around in the background while he's getting escorted, and eventually he gets put in a limo, and the entire time you don't get to see who is like doing it until like you kind of get a side profile of Oscar Isaac, but you're not really 100% sure if it's Oscar Isaac. At least that was my experience. I was like, is that him? I don't know. But he puts Harrow inside the limo, and like by puts I mean like he threw homie into the limo. And lo and behold, when he gets into the limo, there's nobody sitting in there besides Khonshu in a comic accurate fucking suit, which is clean as hell.
So yeah, I had a question about this because the whole time he was wearing like his Egyptian cloth or whatever he was before. So how come now he's like, oh?
So I assumed that these because in the comments that I have read with Khonshu in it, he's in that suit, but like the garb that he was wearing, like the whole fucking show, I just assumed they did it because a bird skull in a white suit made no sense.
I mean, it still don't now, though. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, bro got a wardrobe change.
But yeah,
he always gotta stay pretty, bro.
Dude, literally,
I won't judge
all white suit, just like in the comics. It was clean as fuck. And Khonshu, asshole that he is, he's like gloating about it. He's gloating about how I forget what he says specifically, but Haru's like, well, you can't kill me, and Khonshu's like, au contraire, mon frère.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Mark is more troubled than I think he realizes, and I would like to introduce you to my friend named Jake Lockley. And then the fucking like that little window in between like the back of the limo to the driver's seat rolls down. And good old Oscar Isaac like, you know, Mark Spector, Stephen Grant pokes out, gives like a little menacing smile, and then just grats fucking Dr. Haru. And that's all we see.
Fucking tears his ass up. He did it. He shot like 4 shots.
He
And I'm
pulled
like, bro,
like a fucking oh god, 007, like that silence pistol, just pew pew pew. But
he did not, bro. Jake is a
menace.
goddamn menace. Yes.
So and then they pull off, drive away. And while they're driving, you see a Spectre on the nameplate, missing a few vowels, which again, comic accurate for Stephen Grant's limo. So speaking of, in the comics, it's Stephen Grant's limo because Stephen Grant's a billionaire. But if you've seen the show, Stephen Grant ain't no fucking billionaire.
No,
He's
he
broke.
was a clerk at a museum, but
Yeah.
now he's jobless.
So I'm thinking, since they shuffled around some some personality traits, mainly just, Stephen Grant being rich to Stephen Grant being poor, I'm assuming that Jake is going to be the rich one because, where else would he
He
have
got the
gotten that
car.
limo?
Yeah, I'm saying he got the whip out of nowhere. Like, we haven't seen the entire whip of either of those two, Mark or Steve, in the entire show.
And I
So
can
this man
guarantee
pulls up
you
with
they
the
ain't
whip.
customized with no fucking Moon Knight symbol on it and all that. But I just think, oh, we completely forgot to mention earlier in the episode, Dr. Harrow starts beating Mark, and then Mark blacks out, and then the next thing we know, Harrow's all bloody and beaten up, and everything around him is destroyed. And Layla is just like, what the fuck? And Mark and Steven, since they're actually talking to each other freely, are just like, was that you? No. Okay. Well, who the hell was it?
They were mad confused on what happened, but they didn't question it
Exactly.
for too long.
So if there was ever any confusion on whether it was actually Mark earlier in the season, on episode 3, when Mark blacks out and everybody around him is dead except for that kid that commits suicide, now it's not Mark or Steven. So I think I'm pretty sure last episode I called it, that I said that there might be one last teaser and then they're gonna officially reveal it in the post credits. And the fact that they full on did it, and they did it so well, I can't even get over how wild that is, how accurate all of that is. Aside from Jake potentially being rich as fuck, but it's so good, so good. So that also, I want to say, there's no fucking way that there isn't going to be a season 2 to this show, or at least Moon Knight returning in something, because that ending was just so good, and there's just no way that you could just cap it off like that.
For sure. I know they're doing it just because they wanted to be nominated for the Oscars.
I hope they do.
But, bruh,
I hope they do.
They should. At least for...
Wait, what did you say, Adrian?
Didn't they only have it for season 1, or only have it run for this time just so they can get nominated for the Oscars?
Yeah, I think I read something somewhere that they're not fully announcing several seasons for a show anymore because they want to try to get into the Oscars and get nominated for shit.
Shows don't get nominated at the Oscars.
I thought they did.
No.
Or
For any TV shows that get awards is at the Emmy.
yeah, the Emmys. My bad.
Oh, Emmy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah, I got them too confused, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case, because there's no way that they
Oscars,
just.
Emmys, nobody watches them anyways.
Bruh.
That's true. But hopefully that's the case, because I'ma need a season 2, and I'ma need Jake to appear and be the little
Bastard that he is.
that little Con Shungun that he is.
See, now this leads into an interesting question. Assume we get a season 2, which we should. Do you think that Jake may be the villain or like a minor villain of the series of the season 2?
Well, if you look at it, it's complicated because
Yeah.
Jake is a very bad person. There's no gray area here at all. Like, bro
Nope.
just murders anyone.
Mark's got the
no
gray
remorse.
area. Jake ain't got no gray area. He is all black.
No.
Steven's all white. Mark's the gray.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be
So,
like
I
the
don't know.
main villain. A minor villain I can definitely see. I don't know how they would like essentially get rid of, if they would like get rid of Jake. They may have to what's the word I'm looking for? Accept that he's there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they like
Well,
get rid of the personality unless they do something how they did in episode 5 where Steven was like trapped in the sands dunes.
yeah, they're gonna have to die again.
Mhm.
That's like
So
the
they just
only
kill
way.
them-
That's the
they'll
only
just
way
kill
that we can
themselves.
see right now that he can get rid of Jake. But like, I did some reading up on Jake, and like, Jake's got no redeeming qualities. Jake is just a fucking
Wow.
psychopath. So, I just think it's very, very interesting because, like, they have to deal with Jake somehow. They being Mark and Steven.
I'm gonna make some hard predictions. If there is a season 2, which there should be, it's gonna be we're gonna get Jake's backstory revealed, like how he came to be, and it's gonna be very focused on how they're handling life with Jake. And probably by the end of the season, they get into a point where
It's
they have
not
Jake
going to be
under
the ankle cuff
control.
anymore, bro. They're going to be locking themselves up and being like, "Hey, Layla, when I wake up, I'm gonna tell you this word, and if I don't say this word, I'm not me."
Well, yeah, we don't even know if Jake only speaks Spanish or not. Like, we're just gonna have to
Oh,
learn a
that's
bunch
another
about Jake
thing.
next season.
I completely forgot about that. Jake doesn't say a single word that isn't in Spanish, which I think
Yeah,
is
so I'm
also a
thinking he only knows
very
Spanish.
I think that's also a very cool change because like in the comics, Jake is described as like very New Yorker. So and like, I don't think Steven has an English accent in the comics. So like those minor changes I think are really cool. Which again just leads into Oscar Isaac is a fucking amazing actor because now he's got to do some motherfucker who only speaks fluent Spanish, some dude who has a fucking English accent, and then Mark in whatever Mark's accent is.
Mark just sounds just a regular American.
Yeah. God.
Man, I was. Oh yeah, and then like probably in future MCU projects when like things are real tough, they're like, we're gonna have to bring him out, and they bring Jake out. But
yeah, they're like, so there's this stronghold that has nothing but very terrible people. Can you turn into Jake for like an hour?
Yeah, right. That's probably how it would go. But I just want to say I was very subscribed to the theory that in episode 5, now we know it's Mark, but when he was in the dream state in talking to Dr. Harrow,
Yeah.
he picked up like this glass, like I don't know,
I'm
paperweight or whatever it was,
I
and he
think
had a New York accent, and he sounded insane, bro. He did not sound like
I
Mark at
think
all. He
that
sounded
was Jake.
insane.
Because
No, but that's
because
the
you sent me that TikTok that
Yeah.
pointed out that he like had a completely different demeanor than Mark. So I think that was
exactly.
Jake.
But where I'm going to, so I subscribed to that theory that was Jake secretly, and he broke out in that moment. But if Jake only speaks Spanish, then that theory falls flat on his face. And I believed it because the TikToker or the text on the TikTok said, like, Jake is a New Yorker or whatever. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bamboozled. Like I thought I was in on something, but then it's revealed that no, that was just Mark being crazy.
This Mark gets and losing his mind.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I still think it's Jake. Like until
So you think
we
Jake
see
is
more with
bilingual?
Jake, I think Jake is bilingual. Why wouldn't Jake be bilingual?
But how does bro have a New York accent and then a perfect
A
Spanish
perfect Spanish
accent?
accent. I mean, hey,
Yeah, like what's
bro,
with
talk
that?
to any Puerto Rican in New York. You'll
Mhm.
see it. You'll see it, bro. Like go to the Bronx, bro. You'll literally see it on every single Hispanic person you walk by.
It's not crazy.
Somebody cross them, you're gonna get the full Spanish, and if you're nice to them, you'll get the 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 New Yorker accent.
All right, I guess we'll see in season 2. But I'm starting to feel like Jake just speaks Spanish, bro.
If Jake
But
does
that's
speak
another thing. Is
Spanish, that
Jake
would be fucking
Lockley?
crazy.
Why would if Jake Lockley is his name? It's like it's not even a
It just
Spanish
sounds,
name.
it just sounds some like American
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
or English, so whatever you want to call it.
listen. All I'm saying is peak fiction. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else that you want to talk about regarding the episode, we can move on to the final segment.
I think that's everything we can talk about it.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, with all that being said, let's get into what is Weebly reading.
We'll have you go first.
All right. Just like last week, reading a shit ton of Bleach.
Love it.
Did I watch anything else or do anything else? Yeah, I've literally just been playing a bunch of video games this week. Oh, I guess this counts. Octopath Traveler. I've been playing the fuck out of that game this week. It's so good, so good. Anyways, yeah, that's all that I've been doing this week is Bleach and Octopath Traveler, and I may or may not be buying Final Fantasy VII soon.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because
Alright,
I noticed that it's on Epic Games, so once I get paid, yeah, it's not. It's only with Intergrade, which is like the DLC that they released. It's only $10 more, which is a fucking steal in my opinion. Cause like from what I've heard, Intergrade is like the whole game, but again, they're like different. So $10 extra for a whole DLC that's huge. Fucking
Maybe
bet.
not too bad. Not too bad then.
But yeah, Javen.
All right, my One Piece reading has continued.
Yes, sir.
I am
Love
well
to
into
see it.
Long Island now.
Oh, I don't think we've talked about this. Go
About
ahead and
what?
give us your opinion on Long Island, Javen.
All right. Well, right now Luffy is. Don't worry. This is gonna be very very. I'm a tiptoe around spoilers, so don't worry if you're really behind on One Piece like me. But Luffy is fighting
If
the
you've
head
only
captain.
fucking watched
Shut up.
200 episodes on One Piece, a show with over
Only.
1,000 episodes, or if you haven't read or watched One Piece whatsoever, spoilers.
And you plan to. Yeah. Well, no. I'm saying I'm tiptoeing around them. So
tiptoeing
don't worry.
spoilers. Okay.
Yeah. So Luffy is fighting the captain, the big captain
Foxy.
in Long Island right now. That's where I'm at. And y'all made me feel like Long Island was gonna be trash, but I've been having a lot of fun reading. I think it's hilarious. It's kind of a spoofy arc, but it still has its serious moments. And then my only complaint with Long Island is that ever since the certain group of pirates have arrived, it has felt a little bit predictable. But I mean, the individual fights haven't necessarily been predictable. I just think the outcomes have been predictable.
Oh,
and
did you
other
read
than
through
that,
the one with Zoro and Sanji versus like?
yeah, that was fire.
That was fire. Yeah, okay.
Amazing, bro.
That was the only good part about that arc.
No, the last part is the best part, bro. I'm telling you.
when they're sailing away from the island, that's the best part.
Oh.
No, at the
Oh,
end
and
of
then
it. Very end. Before that.
yeah. Well, next week I guess you guys will probably know
Hopefully you'll
on the
find out.
podcast. Yeah.
God,
And then
just think about it, bro. Next week he's gonna finally be in Water 7.
Nut.
Nut.
Nutworthy.
Nut. Anyways, continue, Javen.
I've been watching. I caught up on Tomodachi Game.
Oh, you fell behind on that?
Yeah, not by much,
Oh,
but I gotta make a video on this, bro. This anime actually is good,
is it?
but I still I still hold true to what I was saying earlier. Like, you really gotta be awake and paying attention, bro. Be prepared to pause it, rewind it. I promise, bro. The strategies are too big brain, bro. I need to rewind to just understand what's going on, bro.
See, bro, the
But
way
it's
that you
worth
talk about
every
it, makes me want to watch it. But then you say these things, and I want to watch it less.
But it's why? It's just good,
Because, bro, I don't look. I already got Hunter x Hunter to fucking worry about with all these
finish
big
that first,
brain
bro. Forget
shits
it.
and things that you got to read twice to understand. Don't even get me started on the
worry.
whole Nen and all of that shit. That took me so long to understand, and I still don't understand it.
Bruh. Just learn bungee gum, bro. It'll be okay.
Bungee gum is fucking amazing.
Bungee gum.
I like. I can't even say this because I know that I'm gonna get clipped if I ever become like YouTube famous. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it after we stop recording.
Just say it and remember to cut it out, bro.
No,
I'm just kidding.
because I'm not gonna
All right.
remember.
Oh my! Bro, cut this out. If he didn't cut this part out, he forgot to edit, bro. So like I was saying, also, yeah, and other than Tomodachi Game, I've been watching more Psyche K. Psyche K is really funny.
Is it?
But I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that either the studio was given like a really low budget, or like they thought this anime was not gonna do well, because the animation and the art quality is pretty low, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but it's still hilarious. It's so funny, dude.
Okay. I might
Yeah,
force Ness
it's
to
not.
watch it.
Nah, but wait,
I
bro.
heard
Finish Hunter first,
Psyche
right?
K is good.
Yeah, Psyche K is really good. It's I don't know why I was avoiding it, but I must admit it is good. And then other than that, yeah, just the weekly animes pretty much. Oh, that's a lie. On top of the weekly animes, Netflix just dropped the second half of the final season of Ozark. You already know I've been watching that too. I know neither of you watch Ozark,
Yeah.
but that show's
I've heard it's
certified
really
gas,
good.
bro.
I don't think
Bro,
I've seen much of
Is it the
Ozark.
final season?
yeah, this is the final. It's the second half of the final season, bro. It's season 4, part 2, I think.
I'm dead.
They're like anime now, bro.
So now there's gonna be a part 3 of the final season.
No, it's done.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
real ending. I just don't know how it's gonna end, bro. The stakes are just too high, bro. It's like Breaking Bad without cooking drugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've
I
heard
mean,
a lot of people say it's
they
like
still make
Breaking
drugs
Bad.
in there, bro, but it's not. Yeah, Breaking Bad is a really good comparison. I don't think that it's as good as Breaking Bad, but it's so much fun to watch, dude. And you never know what's gonna happen next. It keeps you on your toes the whole time. If anyone watching this likes Breaking Bad or anything like that, bro, highly recommend Ozark on Netflix. So good.
Word.
All right, that's it for me. Sorry it took so long.
You're
Adrian,
good.
it's your turn.
You're good. So I haven't been reading much. I still need to read Moriarty, the Patriot, because I know it's good. I watched the anime. I don't know. I don't find the time to read for some reason, but I find the time to watch anime. So I've been watching more of Haikyuu. I'm almost halfway through the fourth season. I'm loving it so far, considering the tournament. Not really. The stakes aren't high yet because I already know they're gonna like plow through this team. but I just can't wait to see like the other team that they're gonna go against. They just sound like they're ridiculous in power. Now the One Piece movie I've been wanting to talk about since I got on this podcast. One Piece movie 6. I've heard rumors that this was the darkest movie in One Piece history. And you know what I gotta say to that? They're right. They are very right. And this is a movie even you, Jay, can watch because this is shortly after either Skypiea, Alabasta, since they have Robin. So you can watch it and it'll be fine. It's not canon to the story, but it's just like a fun little watch you can just fuck around with.
But like, and then here's my question though:
mhm.
for these One Piece movies, you say that they're not canon.
There's
Kind of
only
like
one
the
movie there's canon that you don't have to watch, but it's cool to watch. Again,
okay, but my only thing is like my hero movies aren't canon, and I strongly don't get along with those. So will I like? Are these One Piece movies actually good though?
I very much enjoy them, but hold on, let me see what how I can say this. The latest One Piece movie that came out, which was One Piece movie Stampede, I loved it mostly because of like it was fan service. Story wise, it was like it's all right, but
Ooh,
like
you
the
just
stamp.
reminded me of a movie with some fan service. That volleyball scene. Oh, okay.
Bro, I think you're
This,
talking about different fan service, Diego.
this man's horny. All right,
Listen, bro, Robin got me acting up.
Huh?
crazy. Anywho, I would say a lot of them are just entertaining. I just love watching them. I will say Strong World is actually like probably no One Piece movie film Z is my favorite still even after this movie. But this movie is like I will say it's like very well written and very the villains like probably one of the best like movie villains you'll see because holy shit this is just the island is just a whole mystery. I mean, it's like that for any island. For One Piece, they get on an island. They just secretly uncover the secret slowly but surely, and then you find out who the big bad is. They gotta fight the big bad and all that good shit. But it's not like the typical like story formula of like oh everyone has it all out, bro. It's like no, this is like a very psychological shit and Diego, you're gonna know what I mean when I say this. This is gonna give you Saba Odi vibes.
Ooh, like tragedy level Sabaody vibes.
Yes,
Oh God.
yes, tragic. So this is what I mean. I get why people will say this is very dark, and even visually. Oh my god, you don't ever see something this dark in One Piece. Not even in in the anime, or I will probably arguably say in the manga, it doesn't get that dark. So like yeah, that movie was just very dark and just I want to get more into it, but I can't because I don't want to spoil. I will just say I would recommend watching this movie because it is like
Okay, okay.
it's a very entertaining movie to watch. It's
It's
not
like
a
the
dub,
opposite of
so
Bubble.
yeah. Uh, honestly, out of all the movies I've seen today, which was Bubbles and One Piece, movie six, I would prefer movie six anytime. um. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not don't look at the movie poster for this, because it is fraudulent as hell. That is false advertisement. That is the most innocent looking picture you ever seen for a One Piece movie, and it is lies.
Wait, for what movie?
Lies. One Piece movie 6. It looks so wholesome and all that. No, it is not. Lies. It's, I just can't get over that.
Oh wow.
Other than that, yeah, it looks so innocent, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
go watch the movie. Watch the
Go
movie.
watch the movie.
Tell me this is still innocent.
Oh wow.
um,
This is mad early. Holy shit. You said
yeah,
it's
it's
in
just like
between Skypiea and Arabasta?
This is either like after Sky P or after Alabasta. I can't tell because
That's
there's nothing
wild.
really too crazy.
2005. Fuck.
So
There was
that might have been
6
after.
movies back in 2005. God damn.
There's a lot of old One Piece movies. I haven't seen all of them. Older
Well, I'm
ones.
just
The only
saying
one.
because like the anime started in 99,
Yeah,
98.
One Piece was still popping.
That
like
means a movie
1999.
a year at least since the anime started.
Wait, how many movies are
There's 6 by 2005, and the anime started in either 98 or 99.
there? What the frick?
That's what I'm saying. 6
One
movies in
Piece was
6 years.
popping,
The
bro.
first 6 years. Yacht.
But yeah, I will say y'all can give that movie a watch and see how y'all do with it, cause I want to see y'all opinions on this one. Jay, I don't think it's gonna ever get crazy dark like that in the common storyline or in the canon storyline.
Really? Wait, this
I
is movie's
mean,
darker than
actually, no,
anything in
Not
One
for
no,
a
Piece?
while, at least in where you
no,
are.
no, not for a while. But like visually speaking, I don't think I've ever seen One Piece like this dark.
Word.
And like storytelling
Is it on
is
Netflix?
pretty good. No, I don't think they have. They have certain One Piece movies,
Would you
but it's
watch
like
it on, my G?
I watched it on
You pirated it.
illegal anime
Guy
site.
Oh,
fucking
bro,
shit.
sailing the Grand Line.
I'm sorry. There is
He
no. It
said
wasn't on
sailing the
Crunchy.
Grand Line.
It wasn't on Crunchyroll, and I know damn well it's not on Netflix. So unfortunately, I had to do the deed of pirating it. I don't know if Funimation even has it. I don't actually does. No, it doesn't have it. Right. Oh well, that's all I have for that.
All right. Well, since that's everything,
So, if you did happen to enjoy the podcast today, drop a follow for all of our socials. Diego's YouTube, Javen's YouTube, Brennan's Instagram.
even though he wasn't
My
here.
we don't have to worry about that. My Twitch channel that I want to stream on, but I don't because I don't find time to stream for some reason. But we don't talk about that. Um, Other than that, I hope y'all have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, a good poo poo
I
at
hate
the
you.
end.
God damn
I
it.
gotta keep up the thing with Brennan, and I'll catch y'all later.
Also, don't forget our Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness review will be dropping 2 days after this one releases. So keep an eye out for that. And
Yes, sir.
we'll catch you next week. Or
Stay horny, my friends.
huh?
What?
Javen, say bye.
Goodbye.
I hate you, Javen. Adrian, you're just a
Damn,
menace,
bro.
bro.
I'm innocent. I didn't say nothing about
Bro,
pooping on the toilet. I didn't say nothing about being frisky like Adrian. And I get all the I get blamed for
catchy
the Doctor Strange.
shit.
I get blamed for the ending of this video. I didn't even do the outro. I hate you.
You know you don't.